broken arrow, face off, and the bluntly titled bullet in the head. When you think of John Woo, you think of firefights and blood. Lots and lots of firefights and blood. You may also think of explosions coming from the most unlikely of sources, like a piece of fruit. Now, instead of watching all that blood splatter, you can cause it. You play as Lotus, a blood-red jacketed agent who works for the Phalanx Corporation. Your job is to escort a doctor through treacherous levels, filled with devious enemies that splatter very nicely. Your goal is to get to the large black X at the end of the map. Graphically, Bloodstroke does a great job with its black and white design. The game looks very good using it, and serves as contrast to Lotus Jacket, and, of course, the multitude of blood you spill. Story cutscenes are served via comic panels, which fit in great with the game's theme. Sound and music are both very well done. The soundtrack is provided by Far East Movement, and adds a feeling of modern music to the traditional Chinese music used. Each weapon makes its own noise, and they sound authentic. And you can't deny the satisfying swish your blade makes as you cut through someone. At its core, Bloodstroke is an isometric on-rails shooter with levels that have a 3-star rating system. The game will constantly move you throughout each mission. It's not strictly on rails, though, as you control Lotus as the camera pans. This is essential, as you earn more points by running into enemies, resulting in a melee kill, as opposed to shooting them. As Lotus, you are essentially invincible, and cannot be hurt. That's because you're protected. The Good Doctor course is very vulnerable. Enemies will target and attempt to kill him. If he dies, you fail. Lotus will always be running, even when you aren't using stick, because of the on-rails aspect. Controlling Lotus is pretty straightforward. You run using a virtual stick, while the opposite side of the screen is used for shooting, grenades and health packs. Enemies will attack from all sides, giving you some strategic options. Do you stay by the Doctor's side and fire at enemies, hoping to kill them before they kill the Doctor? Do you run ahead to kill everyone and clear a path, hoping enemies don't come up from behind or to the side of course while you're up front? While overall the game is pretty limited and linear, it does allow you to determine how you want to go about your particular mission.